New York Mets swoop in out of nowhere and sign Bichette to a 3-year, $126 million deal. After year 1 and 2 with top outs for Bichette, so supposedly he was close to a 7-year, $200 million deal with the Phillies, but the Mets, after losing out on Kyle Tucker, swoop in and they steal Bichette, who had a great season last season with Toronto, 139 games, 18 home runs, 94 RBIs. 78 runs scored, a 311 average, and a 357 on base percentage with an 840 OPS. He was one of the top free agents on the market, obviously behind Kyle Tucker, who's the number one guy going into this offseason and signing with the Los Angeles Dodgers after they just outbid the Mets by a little bit. But this was a quick pivot by New York, and it helps them in both ways. The division rival and the Phillies were closing in on the deal, and also they need some hitting in this offense after this offseason. Pete Alonso left in free agency, traded away Brandon Nimmo, Jeff McNeil they traded away, and this is a good landing spot for Bichette, where he's going to hit in the lineup with two great players in Francisco Lindor and Juan Soto. So right now it looks like he's going to be third base for this New York Mets team. Obviously, teams didn't value him in free agency as a shortstop, is Bichette, and even last year we saw in the World Series he played second base. In terms of fantasy baseball, he's someone second, third round, even maybe late first in some fantasy leagues. We could see Bichette go, because we know he's a guy that's going to hit for a high average. I know the home runs weren't great last season, 18. RBIs were great, though, 94. That might drop off a little bit for Bichette. But like I said, this is a solid Met lineup where they rebuilt it a little bit this offseason, signing Jorge Polanco. He's a veteran professional hitter. Marcus Semien, I still think, has a little in the tank as well. And like I said, to go with Soto and Lindor, so I think it's a great landing spot. And Citi Field, for the most part, it's a neutral hitter's ballpark, especially in the summer months. That ball carries. So Bichette cashes in on a big short-term high AAV deal with the New York Mets. And we'll see if he can help this Met team and have a good fantasy season once again, entering the 2026 season.